Council Moon Queen.
Wow.
Yeah,
I guess I could have
totally
guessed that, yeah.
changing it up there.
I guess I could have guessed that.
I don't know why they just don't stick with what they do every other game. I mean, they're winning with it. Why do they just whatever? Meanwhile, Keeper of the Forest and Ophelia banned by complexity.
Okay. Yeah, now that you say that, I probably could have just guessed that, but that
Yeah.
makes sense. You know, who wasn't banned, though, is that Parasite, and actually being locked up here by B-Kid, believe it or not. So, Tempest was the first lock, but Parasite, Pharaoh to follow. Wretched Hag going to be the next response from Swinamels. There's Magnus on the board, and now looking back at Complexity to finish things off. But, yeah, Parasite thrown out there by B-Kid. Chessie had a great performance last game, and as you were mentioning, you know, B-Kid specifically just seems to not want to deal with that hero, but possibly going to be seen here once again.
Well, once I like that sort of B-Kids facing his fears here with the Parasite, leaving it in the game and playing against it or playing with it more. I feel like they were a little bit predictable in the fact that they'd ban it every time, and it wasn't a ban that I felt was always the most worthy. So, yeah, I do like that they're playing against it more, even if obviously last game Chessie had a pretty damn good time.
Yeah. And, you know, getting it for yourself, too, yeah, it's always the good option, and
Yeah.
can make use of it, so. Thunderbringer being right-clicked by Moon Meander there. We talked a little bit about him yesterday.
Please do it.
Be fun to see.
You're down one game.
You're down one.
Time to show
yeah.
it.
How easy for us is for us to say that. You're down one game. Come on, just do it.
I know it's such a bad thing to say. I just want to see Thunderbringer because I think that hero just owns now. If they can figure out a way to lane him, and his laning isn't that bad, honestly. It's
Jeez.
not even having to think about it. Yeah, meanwhile, we should go over and look at what's left in the pool here. Master of Arms, choosing Rally first over Master of Arms. They definitely have a game plan in mind. Looking at the Parasite.
He had that right click the whole time, too. I mean,
Yeah.
he absolutely knew.
Oh, yeah, they were pretty adamant about snagging that up. Meanwhile, Magnus is locked up. As far as other burst initiators go, nothing too major. I haven't really seen Stay Green run too much of a Meraxis or anything of that in recent times. So, yeah, opting to pass it up. Strong support still in the pool, pretty much the whole board. So Complexity gets their pick if they so choose. Looking at heroes like Nymphora also may make an appearance this game.
Yeah, it just I find it very hard to believe he passed a Master of Arms here for Complexity. He just is that good, and just again going back to just the versatility too.
Yeah, and it's more that's an ultra comfort hero for Stay Green.
Yeah. Yep.
So
many reasons to line that up. So
you can run it as support. Just it would definitely come as a surprise to us. Yeah.
All right. So B-Kid putting some thought though. 30 seconds already used of extra time. As far as what they want to go, maybe something like the MOA Hammerstorm, perhaps. They usually run Hammerstorm a lot themselves. That kind of B-Kid definitely does. Okay, not going to go out. They do have Hammerstorm, but they go a Luna instead. So this opens up Master of Arms now to be picked up by Stay Green, actually, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them snatch it up here.
No Keeper of the Forest and no Deadwood, so a little bit of the effectiveness mitigated. Also, Master of Arms, when running a Hammerstorm, he's less of that one-shot Instagib style initiator. He's more sustained damage throughout a fight, so maybe able to deal with the Master of Arms a little bit better. They could have ran something like a Master of Arms support instead. Going for massive minus armor there. Pretty damn scary. It leads me to believe that they don't want the Tempest.
Isn't that the exact lineup that Complexity had last game so far? They had Raleigh, Master of Arms, Andromeda.
Yeah.
They also had Keeper and then Pharaoh, I think it was. So
I talked about how I really liked their lineup.
Yeah. Stay Green's like, you guys couldn't make it work. We'll go ahead and show you how it's done, basically is what's happening here. All right.
We talked about it being very effective against Tempest, and sure enough, Stay Green had Tempest, managed to work around it, and didn't even have to lane him the suicide. They grabbed the Parasite aggressively and went utility items on Tempest, and it was just fine.
Yeah. So Complexity does finish off with bubbles. There's the Parasite.
Yeah, kind of saw that coming there when they were shaping up to battle a Tempest. And sort of just forcing Complexity down more of their own poison there.
Something like a Tempest Hag here seems like it's something not only that's comfortable Complexity lineup, but it's a solid one for sure. They go that Tempest Wretched Hag to finish things off.
Yeah, well, I talked about Hammerstorm. You don't want to. They have to run a Hag or a Torture, and Hag is probably the better bet, and they are going with it. I was gonna say you don't want to run Hammerstorm in there solo, like being your only carry. He is better as
Hmm.
a secondary carry. Just he needs a buddy to go along with. And Hammerstorm, Wretched Hag. How many times have we seen that deadly duo just tear it up in a game?
Yeah, it can prove to be very very useful. Again, we've seen a lot of Hammerstorm lately, specifically. It seems like in this carry role, really, for a lot of teams, a very hard hitting role, and it's been entertaining for sure. Stay Green, they're more than likely thinking between that Magnus and Pharaoh here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
which suicide option do they
We're looking at
want?
Slicks playing the Master of Arms.
Hmm.
So
Pharaoh obviously good against Tempest. Magnus though, Casey plays a very good suicide Magnus, and obviously
yeah,
brings his impact.
yeah, Pharaoh another tool. Yeah, once as you mentioned for the Tempest, but it's also nice with the Master of Arms scuba tablets to sort of mitigate the effectiveness. Magnus sort of remains effective throughout the entire fight. Also, nice synergy with line stuns here with Rally.
Hmm.
They are going with it. Yeah, I gotta say I like it a lot. If they do get a good Magma stun off, that's just another guaranteed stack stun with Rally. Just tons of disable coming out in that fight.
Yeah. All right, so both teams good to go here as far as their lineups are concerned. Actually, I got to do this because I'm really curious. Oh, I had the chat disconnect, so I can't even do it. I was trying to monitor the other series real quickly to see how it's shaping up, but
Oh, I can. Which game are you gonna
the
look at?
TDM, excellent.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
actually
actually the one I
curious.
was about to scan in
See how
myself.
that's
Yeah,
going on.
right now, and holy hell.
Does Team Excellent look good or what?
I mean, it's a pretty tight game, man.
Yeah.
TDM's down 10-6 tower advantage here for
Mm.
Team Excellent. Levels are very equal across the board. Zephyr is going insane right now. He's level 15. So Soulstealer is as well, but he has death on him.
Hmm. All right, so again, keeping a close eye on that one. I mean, for many reasons. One is Trademark Esports, #1 team right now in HoN Tour, and they've won 4 out of the 6 cycles so far. So, and they're getting knocked out this early on would just be unheard of. But Team Excellent, sound
Yeah.
team themselves. So,
Well,
sounds like they're
yeah,
in a good
and
spot.
the synergy in their lineup too. We see that. I like to talk about the Zephyr Wretched Hag, the turnaround potential a lot with that. They got the Ophelia plus Zephyr, nice Pebbles initiation. They just have a really monstrous lineup. So I'm worried. I'm worried for Trademark.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. At the same time, though, I'm not gonna lie. It would be cool to see a new team, shine just like Team Excellent and make some results. Again, absolute legends knocking Trademark Acers to the loose bracket. So.
Yeah, that's very true.
Anyways, back to our game here. Stay Green Complexity obviously entering the laning phase. Look at what Stay Green's doing, going that aggressive trial in actually. The Master of Arms Andromeda top. Parasite going to be in the jungle. So that means Magnus is actually going to be in the short lane here as a result of this.
Yeah, I approve.
Okay.
100% approve. They have a Parasite. No, I mean, yeah, Tempest. I mean, Tempest can't shut him down. I mean, they can try to. They might try to edge him out for a while, harass him out. For the beginning, though, they definitely have the lane advantage up top.
Mm-hmm. So
If anything,
Yep.
yeah. If anything, they establish some lane control and then move on.
Yeah, I was going to say Moomiander, denying for the bottom lane, but he is going to end up heading to his own jungle, and will have a unpleasant surprise, more than likely. As Parasite not going in. Parasite kind of playing a little craft. Okay, he's doing the same thing he did last game.
Chalice,
yeah. Getting first item Chalice right there. So how about that? I mean, we've never really seen that. I mean, back-to-back games now going the first item Chalice here to start. That's really interesting. Coming out from Chessie. He'll probably be spotted here shortly by the Ward's side. In fact, right now, pretty much. So I kind of wonder if that may. Do you think Tempest would be best off just going right away to the other jungle, or might she try to just?
No, I mean if they come up, they have a dual lane mid. If they come up, they can probably harass Parasite back, but still they have to deal with him in one way. I wouldn't just switch to jungle right now, though. I would definitely stay on his side. If he goes to the enemy jungle and they rotate, he could be in a lot of trouble. He's very easy to, it's not like he's huge and tanky like Keeper of the Forest. I mean, if he gets caught out, he is very killable.
Yeah. Wretched Hag, a lot of pressure there off the bat between the Common Stun and the charged shot coming out from Master of Arms. Took quite a bit of pressure, but of course more than fine in the end. He'll survive. He'd have a pause coming out here for Complexity to happen, so gonna take care of something real quick, then come right back. Magnus again playing that short role here. Definitely a lot more. I'm sure Casey is kind of excited for that. He's used to dealing with that long lane suicide role in Magnus, but. Bubbles obviously could be an annoyance for him, but at the same time, I think Magnus should actually fare just fine when it comes to his creep farm here. Granted,
Yep.
Can't do the pull.
Just sorry, keeping my eyes here on this
On the other matchup,
this
yeah.
Trademark game right now.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah.
I'm excited. Just until this game picks up here right now during this pause, but They lost another tower, man. Excellent's looking damn good. I mean, if we've seen Trademark pull anything out, though, it is definitely the turnaround. They're definitely a very strong team in that late game. Still, imagine the energy. Imagine the rush coming out for Excellent right now. Like, yeah, on
Yeah.
my 2-0, Trademark, let's do it. So I'm sure they're just like berserkers right now.
Just thinking that Trademark may not be playing next weekend. It's crazy. I mean, not that'd be obviously the first time ever for them, and any of these top tier teams really. Like Complexity, State Green, and Trademark, we always at least see those three in the following weekend. But Trademark on the verge apparently of getting knocked out here on this Sunday. So yeah, don't blame you. Definitely keep an eye on that and keep us updated.
Yeah.
Anything changes.
Meanwhile, we are starting up again here. Wild Hunter sort of shaping up to see if he can posture and maybe start something with this Wretched Hag, but yeah, to no avail. And at this point, we did see Tempest switch just after the initial farming, just chose he didn't want to deal with it, and there's no real rotation coming out from middle. Figuring Rallies is going to be able to handle the Hammer Storm if Luna was to roam onto the Parasite. So yeah, giving him full control of this middle lane.
Yeah.
I mean, at the middle lane, the enemy woods, and
Go for the top room.
no.
Not going to be there. Regen's going to be at the bottom, which maybe Moon can pick up there, playing that Tempest, of course.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to be curious to see is if maybe Tempest finds an opportunity to rotate and
Yeah.
a lot of aggression once again to this Magnus, or even in the middle lane. A lot of stuns coming out between him and Hammerstorm and Luna. And right now, look.
Here we go. Here goes Magnus. He doesn't have the Lava Surge, actually. He doesn't have the mana for it. 140 mana. He is out of mana, and that could be the big difference maker right here. They're chasing him. Glacial Blast come out. KZ trying to hide. Has mana, and 10 mana avoids the vision. Oh, he's going to barely know the final auto attack coming out. And Moon Meander will pick it up, but oh man, that seemed a lot closer than it should have been, really, for KZ to escape right there.
Nice juke attempt. I mean, maybe if he had his health potion up for a second there while he was in fog, might have been able to live. But yeah, still crazy good job and crazy good attempt. I like, I like that Moon found the win though when he rotated, and actually very perceptive by him to know that okay, Magnus is solo. He's only level 3. He probably doesn't have Steam Bath yet, so I can go for this gank.
Yeah. I was going to mention that, but again, with this lane setup, it makes sense that he doesn't have it, of course. Now he has it at level 4. But yeah, didn't have that there, and no doubt that played a role in that kill. So good for complexity there. And you were talking about that too. When would Moon Meander, would he be aggressive? Sure enough, he does. And actually, could maybe set up something in the middle lane now if Rally isn't careful. Obviously, he has that compel though, so a little bit safer. Hag going to be pushed out here at the top side. Parasite running in. You even see Haxman in chat saying stop. I don't think they're going to oblige, though.
Yeah, it looks like SG's content to sort of stay in this top lane. They're not worried about rotating and forcing Tempest back. Just going to give him free control here, and he's going to set up a gank attempt here onto the rally.
I'm watching Hag, actually. Hag's being chased back. They were going back and forth. She does have the blink up. She avoids the common stun right there with the blink, and she is going to be fine. Talking about Rally getting away, he now bottles up an Invisor in here, and that'll definitely help keep him alive, so... Couple of a little bit of back and forth going on, near kills, but no kills actually happening. Just over 4 minutes now. We're still sitting on the 1-0 for complexity. Beakid's farm must be pretty solid here in the middle lane. 20 and 7 creep farm. Overall, 275 gold per minute. But Rally has, even in this 1v2, as he can definitely do. I mean, he is doing just fine. 14 and 4, and he's level 5. So Swinemelon's doing just fine there for Stay Green.
Yeah, and Moon Meander at this point out leveling the Parasite. Having 130 more gold per minute, obviously being a part of that first kill, and actually getting the credit for the Bloodlust as well.
Ooh, middle lane. Hammerstorm and Luna might be the ones in trouble now. You see Andromeda and Parasite coming in. Parasite going to take over Catman champion. But actually, from the positioning of complexity, you can kind of tell they know something's up. Luna's actually going all the way to the observatory. She just walked up the freaking hill. What? You can do that? Since when? Anyways, middle lane. Hammerstorm is going to be taken out here in the middle lane as BK gets collapsed down. So sure enough, that gank does come in and gets the kill.
I didn't see how he did it, but I know there's a bug where on facing cliffs to the upper right, you can use direct bagging to go up cliffs and hills. And I got it down in practice mode to where I could do it within
Really?
0.5 seconds consistently.
Well,
Any cliff that was basically like a forward slash direction, like right in front of the middle tower, Hellborn right there, the one's diagonal down right.
Yeah.
You could actually walk up using direct pathing, clicking on yourself. And I'm not sure if that's what he did there or
It was
if
the
the tree spawned.
observatory cliff right here, right next to the observatory, just to the left of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
so.
would need to go see, but either way, huh.
Either way, it didn't really matter. I mean, his teammate got killed there, obviously. Ooh,
Yeah.
bottom lane. Andromeda sitting right on top of Tempest with this invis. Tempest has no clue. There's a Comet, expect the eruption. The Comet's not on top. Moon Meander will fall right here. Oh, he tried to ulti at the last second. That would have been silly.
Oh,
He
yeah.
would have died right after that. So I saw the animation at least. It looked like his arms were going in the air. So maybe it was for a stun attempt.
Right,
But,
I think so. I think he knew that even if he got his ulti off, he was
dead.
going to die. The ulti was already channeled. By
Double
Magnus.
damage, Hammer Storm Sun though on top of the kill field. The power throw comes out, and that was execution at its finest right there for Complexity. Gave zero chance for Magnus to react to it. They lock him down, and now going to push the bottom. So Complexity does pick.
Fantastic. I love the rotation. It opens up the map now. You know, Bubbles doesn't have to keep anchored down there, and they're making something happen. I do like it.
Hellborn takes down a Legion tower.
There you go. Tower falls, and the gold advantage does sway back in their favor, and experience lead still in favor of Stay Green, of course, at 1,300, but right now it's a very even game, 7 minutes in, and this is much better for Complexity than it was last game, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, by
Even
and
at this
far.
point.
Slick's off to a very promising start, though. I'm sitting at 280 GPM. Look at Wretched Hag sitting on 7 CS, just not able to contest what has been a dual lane much of the time with the Parasite harass. It's getting forced out of the lane over and over again. Chessie now level 6.
Yeah, has a face suck, of course, got the boost to Blood Chalice. Yeah, Wretched Hag, understandably, getting locked down here at the top lane. He had a very, very difficult time when it came down to it. Riser on Bubbles, he's still pushing this bottom lane, kind of not afraid that the creep wave is so far pushed up. They do have some good vision in the Legion jungle, so he feels pretty safe right here that he can make some plays. And, of course, being Bubbles, which he's now just going to hide in the forest. Hammerstorm, though, Beacon needs to be very careful right here. He does have a word of sight that should spot them coming over. Will they react in time, though? The Compel comes out, the Seismic Slam, in comes a face hug. The calm is done just in case, not even necessary, though. And Chessie gets the kill. I got to wonder about that. I mean, his reaction seemed a little slow right there. As Franzi's word of sight no doubt spotted them. I mean...
Yeah, I clicked over to him to see if he was in the back. I saw he stood there. I saw Rally move back. I'm like, oh, they missed their... No, they didn't. So yeah,
good kill for Stay Green.
Nice gank attempt. Tempest in a perfect spot here to catch him off guard.
He's going to ult. He actually catches Parasite as well as in the Vulture Lord. He comes out of the Vulture Lord, though. In comes Bubbles. Cell Surf in top of the Song of the Sea, on top of the Kelp Field. And with the assistance, gets the kill. The chase is now on to Master of Farms. Yeah, Hammerstorm going in, has a stun right there. Offensive Master's called by Slicks, trying to burst himself away. That is going to be the difference maker, as he will be fine. So at least he gets away, but 2 kills happening for Complexity. And all 5 of them are now up here at the top lane, actually.
Yeah, I like the momentum they're putting out. Great positioning there by Moon Meander, catching the Parasite. And who else was that? The Andromeda? Was it the Parasite and the Andromeda?
Yeah, they both
I think
got
so.
cut out.
In that, yeah. So great little job there.
Yeah, they were roaming around almost like they wanted to dive themselves, but obviously didn't expect that many people of Complexity to be there. And clearly just got picked off. So Complexity taking advantage of the numbers that they have up here. They are going to push this tower. Ring of Sorcery, of course, on Tempest. He goes a Strider's build here, as far as his boots choice. Moon Meander just seems to love to do that.
Loves those Striders, man.
I mean, they help.
He's a very active player. He's a very aggressive player, and for someone like him, I'd say Striders are a blessing.
Yeah.
Rotation coming back, Hammerstorm going back to farm the middle lane, gonna sort of evade this gank attempt from Rally.
Yeah, Rally with the Invis. Swinemelon's hoping to find somebody. Has the Compel, has the Seismic Slam, of course. He's ready to go. Oh, may find that option. And Tempest right here. Moon Meander, will he be able to survive? He's already low on life. He's dead. There's no way he's living through this. There's the Compel, there's the Seismic Slam, and the auto attack. And down goes Tempest. Yeah, Swinemelon just wanted to make sure that he had enough. Sure enough, he did, and gets the kill. That's just, again, unfortunate, really, for Moon Meander. As who would have figured an invisible Rally would be all the way that far pushed up?
And stuns right on out, gets the double damage rune there. Actually, excellent stun over the cliff. Managed to snag it before the Hammerstorm because of it.
Yeah, Swinemelon's continuing. Swinemelon just really plays this kind of hero so well. Pebbles, Deadwood, Rally. I mean, his performance on these heroes is honestly very impressive. So Always love watching him play these.
Well, you know, I know when he has the hero that he wants to run the lineup, he'll just play it all the time in TMM games. Make sure he specializes in it.
Yeah.
And if your team's running it all the time, you better be damn good at it.
Ooh.
No point in not getting 100% use out of the hero. Ooh.
Haxer making a great play right there, actually. He almost got the counter kill even on a Parasite, who did pour it out, though. Rally in the meantime in a lot of trouble here in the middle lane. Never mind. He compels. Oh, he runs right into Tempest, though, who gets the block off. Gonna use a demoralizing roll. In comes the Master's Call. Magnus is nearby, and that could be the difference maker for sure. Rally's still plenty of tanky. Magnus stunts in. Not gonna do anything further, though. Just the Steam Bath, and in the end, Rally will be fine. Tempest Ultimate, of course, wasn't up there, so not able to lock him down. But Moonmeander still wants revenge, man. He still wants to chase down this Rally, who has a double damage ring currently. He is getting blocked right here. He's trying to get through the trees. Oh, he's going to hide as Moonmeander is still scouting. Going to find the Vagabond later. Rally's going to go for the port out. Parasite will be fine. Nice getaway right there.
Yeah,
Good
damn,
toast
that was
far,
close.
man.
Wretched Hag just poking around, trying to get experience. Setting up. There's teleports coming in. Is she going to get the... Oh.
Yep.
No Bat Blast yet.
And Andromeda's dead. Good turnaround on Z-Freak. MOA ports out, though. Slick's purchasing his Energizer there, as he usually does. Steam Boost Energizer. On top of the Mystic Vestments, his farm, 295. It's not taken off by any means, but it is solid here. Middle lane, we do have Initiation once again. Parasite going in right there, getting compelled. And a Luna will fall. What's up?
Compel is so mean.
Yeah.
That is...
Face suck on top of compel.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
Okay, update. You know, we talked about maybe being an option, but I guess the tree did respawn at the 5-minute mark behind the Luna.
Oh.
And that's why she was able to walk out.
Gotcha.
There is a bug, I'm not sure if it was fixed yet, where you can't walk through cliffs, though, that I have not seen people abuse yet. It may have been fixed.
So you just leaked it and expected that would happen, and now everyone's going to go do it.
Yeah. Well, I did try to replicate it maybe about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
After having not practiced it for a while, and I couldn't do it.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense then. Probably was just the tree respawning. Anywho, 13 minutes in now. Top tower actually getting denied right there. Well played by Stay Green, able to deny that tower. At least take away a little bit of gold from complexity there, of course. Haster on Hammerstorm, by the way, he has that bottled up. How's he coming along? He's okay. Something's being delivered. Portal key, maybe? Nope. Just Homecoming Stones. I was going to say, Portal Key, that's really good for him. But yeah, 254 GPM. It's not bad, but again, not that great.
Yeah, right now, Stay Green is doing a little bit better job of farming the map, controlling resources, keeping up the pressure. I like how Complexity is responding. I like the pickoffs they've had, but still slowly falling behind here.
Middle lane, Rally now level 11, by the way. And he has 1,500 gold pulled up. We got a middle fight perhaps brewing here. In comes Bubbles and Tempest. They're looking to maybe initiate. Ultimates are, meanwhile, off to the side over here. Andromeda going to get caught out. Brute Strength activated. Down goes Andromeda. And now numbers advantage in favor of the Hellborn team. Kelfield going to catch both Rally and Master of Arms. Maybe wait for the Compel right here. Master of Arms going to be fine. Rally does have that. Going to use it over the ledge. The free tablet. Charge shot in for Master. But then he's going to use that Energizer and Jet on out of there. So really only ends up being the one kill in the end. It's definitely brewing up to be a lot more. So worked out at least decent for Stay Green right there.
Yeah, still favorable exchange. Hammerstorm keeping his farm up, rotating to his bottom lane now. And they definitely want that portal key coming out.
Oh, wow. Rally going back in on with Parasite, and they get the kill on a Tempest. Oh, man. I thought that he was actually going to get away. He got initiated on first, but then they turned that right there. Caught Tempest. Well played.
And now they're rotating, wanting to get this middle tower push. Magnus in the woods there, but Bubbles is perceptive to it, does back on out, and with the Tempest down, they're like, okay, free mid tower.
Yeah, the gold at 1,500 right now. It's going to jump up to maybe about 3K after this. 2,800 right there, so obviously a good jump coming out for Stay Green on top of already the 4,800 experience lead. Haxford has been finally finding some time to kind of recover a little bit in his farm on Wretched Hag, about 210 gold per minute currently. Beacon needs to be really careful down here at the bottom lane. He is pushing without any TP or any portal key or anything. He does have a TP, and he actually is going to use it right there. So he'll be fine. He actually goes over to the Ancients. They're only single Ancients so far. But we can still get some farm out of that. As, again, Hag continuing to push the top side. What is... Okay, Rally did finish the Helm of the Black Legion here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I really just do like the fact that they picked up Magnus this game over the Pharaoh. I just feel like their team fight is that much stronger because of it right now. They're a lot more they're just able to create a lot more action. I mean, Pharaoh is great, but we saw last game the tablets. They sort of committed Pharaoh. He went all in and didn't really get to do much at all because of quick tablet on Tempest. And this kind of the game, just the synergy with Magnus and the rest of his lineup is very, very apparent, and it's just creating problems more than anything.
Definitely issues for complexity. Swapping and on a Hammerstorm here by Andromeda. Face not going to be used on top of that. The burst damage is way too intense. The compel coming out. They deny the tower on top of everything else. Again, State Green just as a team, just so good supporting one another. And show again why right there. Bubbles running with a haste rune. He's maybe trying to get a pick on somebody. Straggler perhaps, maybe that Andromeda, but she's already back at base, of course, so not going to be happening there. Another pick for State Green's favor and increasing their leads. I mean, right now the top 3 farmers in the game all belong on the side of State Green, especially that rally there now at 380 gold per minute. Actually, top lane Eruption being channeled on to Wretched Hag. She could blink away before, though. The offensive master's call was used, so figured they could try to speed it up right there, but still, actually didn't matter in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you can't speed up the channel of the Magnus ulti. I didn't see when they casted it, but maybe just trying to let him get up closer to the Hag so we can get the stun off. I didn't quite see.
I think it was used like during the channel, actually.
Okay.
Which doesn't
definitely doesn't work on that. Portal key now delivered to him. Keeping my eye on Chessie here. He's sitting at 2,500 gold. Definitely can, if he wants to, convert the Ghost Marchers into a Codex, but may have to go a Hellflower build. We saw him go the Hellflower route a lot, actually.
Ooh, Tempest at the top lane. They're trying to go for Magnus there. Just picked up his portal key, but he gets away in time. Yeah, I mean, that 2,500 gold on Parasite, he did go the Codex last game.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has the Ghost March. He may just go for 3,000 gold here and then just buy a Codex straight up and just keep the Ghost Marchers, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised either, so. He did eventually upgrade the Ghost Marchers again after he got the Codex last game, so again, maybe that's what he's thinking here.
Well, he's not going back to base right now. Instead of splitting it, he might just, once again, as you're saying, to save up the 3,000. And yeah. We'll see. I just feel like, they started out with the first same 3 heroes as Complexity did last game, the Master of Arms, the Rally, and the Andromeda. But where they went with their lineup from there, I feel like they have a lot more kill potential. We saw last game where they would initiate and they weren't able to finish anything off.
Yeah. Well, State Green, again, they have the good advantage right now. They got a Master of Arms farming very well. Middle lane, Magnus dunsing on a Bubbles. Red Aluna's not going to come out trying to save Bubbles. Not going to see, not going to be enough, though. He gets compelled. Andromeda right there from Rally, of course, coming out, and down he goes. Off to the side, Hammerstorm getting to run away as the Illusion's actually spotting him over there, attempting to do some Ancients. And again, State Green just as a team just moving around, getting picks. This is just their play style. They do it all the time. And what's helped them be so successful lately. And, why do anything different here against Complexity? So, if it works, don't fix it.
The laser cannon now picked up by Parasite. He's ready to go zap some people. And, with perfect timing, he has a Wild Hunter. And he's on the prowl, moving towards the middle lane, looking to catch a lonely little Luna off guard. Uh-oh. Watch out, buddy.
Oh, he's dead. There's the face hug, the Codex, and the Leech, and the death. And Hammerstorm's like, wait, what? What just happened?
That sucked.
I'll just farm these creeps as you kill my teammate right next to me because there's nothing I could have done anyways. That's basically what happened. So, Chessie making best use of that Codex right off the bat. As expected. Again, just saves 3,000 gold and does it.
Level 12.
Yeah. This just doesn't feel like... I mean, again, State Green obviously playing so well, but it just... Something about complexity. With the GSL finals against Trademark Esports, and again, I'm sure that was disappointing for them, much so that they were really hoping. They got so close and weren't able to pull through. But even in the finals against TDM and now here against State Green, it just seems like something's off with them as far as their play.
Do you feel like a little bit of the fire was lost after?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm
knowing that.
Getting,
they do want to keep fighting though. Are they at risk of losing their number 3 spot?
Well, as I was saying, I mean, they are in a comfortable spot. It's not guaranteed by any means, especially, if they lose out here. I mean, at the same time, they are in the winners bracket semifinals. They're in a good spot. They're in a comfortable spot. It's not guaranteed, especially with, like I was also saying, the Q Squad getting knocked down at gold. That didn't help things there with Q Squad being the 4th place team. So yes, but not guaranteed. So they definitely still should be playing. And if anything, too, I mean, there's still good money on the line each cycle. So it's not like you're just simply playing for points at this point. And just get a standing.
Well, I think there's some lessons to be learned from both games and how they approach the draft. Maybe look at the vulnerabilities of the first game, how they weren't able to finish things off. See if they can get a little bit more of an aggressive lineup when they sort of they had all the counter kill potential in the world. It felt like in game one, just they would initiate, nothing would die, nothing would die, would die, and State Green just able to execute their strat just that much better in each game. And
The Legion takes down
I feel like Complexity's almost there, man. I always feel like they're almost there. They have all the ideas. They work together so well as a team. It's just
not able
to. A little bit of extra oomph.
Yeah, not able to go over the edge. Bottom tower is going to fall here for State Green side, so that's good for them. Continuing this push now, and what the gold lead is now 5,200. Again, it's nothing extreme by any means, but it does continue to be in their favor, and more so the fact that really 4 to the 5, the top 4 farmers in the game right now all are on the side of State Green. I mean, Parasite and Tempest pretty much neck and neck, but it's basically that. So, although Andromeda and Magma's here at the top side, they're in a little bit of trouble. Andromeda more so. Magma's going to make the getaway, but I don't think Z-Freak's getting away from this one, so Complexity at least picking up a kill there. As Bubbles Porta King away before Rally jumps him. Getting kills here. That's
I mean, it's only a 5K experience of gold difference, and Hammerstorm plus Wretched Hag definitely have tons of potential, especially once that Hellflower gets picked up. Definitely not over. Plus, well, I mean, come on, we got the Tempest.
I told you!
And speaking of him, he ultis right there, helps lock down Master of Arms. They get the kill. So, again, a couple of kills right here, and Complexity is definitely a lot better. Things aren't as horrible as they may just seemed. Luna's going to get picked off here, though. Parasite on top of Magmus gets the easy kill. So State Green at least gets something out of all that. In the Aluna. Swinamel's now 5-0-2, by the way. You got the Sills Bulwark here on top of the helm. Shrunken Head still being finished here on Slicks. Playing the MOA. He died right there, so slowing down a bit, of course.
Yeah, and we see the Hellflower being built up by Chessie as well. Now definitely going for it. I don't know, man. Just waiting on the Hellflower to come on, Wretched Hag, waiting for, and ultimately what's going to be a Shrunken on Hammerstorm, but really that Hellflower is going to be at the point in the game where they're like, okay, we got Portal Keys on Tempest, we got Portal Keys on Bubbles, Hellflower here for the initiation, and Complexity is a team in the past that we always used to praise for having just flawless initiation, really setting the bar when it came to that. Hopefully they make something happen. They're closing the gap here. You see the golden experience. It is dwindling.
Yeah.
For State.
The Legion takes down a Hellborn tower.
That being said, they just got a tower.
So a little bit back up, and for State Green, but still, again, it's nothing overwhelming by any means. This Complexity has their fair share of positives this game.
Master of Arms just about to finish off his Shrunken Head right here. Now has the goal for him. Sure will instantly purchase it. Have it sent on over. Yep, instantly flying down the river, ultimately, and going to be delivered.
Nope, they're going to fall back. State Green not going to stick around for a fight right there.
Well, they should wait for the Shrunken Head if they're going to do it. I mean, it's like we're about to see some major pickup here on Complexity. I would like to expect them to see the push maintained here. Just reposturing a bit, going to reapproach. They know Elemental Void is down. I mean, this is a good time.
Yeah. This is prime time. That Elemental Void, the Tempest Ultimate, down for another about 60 seconds here. But Complexity also making a move. Magmus will stun at first. Tempest at target of choice. Hammerstorm stun comes to the side of the Temp. Not going to go up right there. Tempest dead anyways. Bat Blast lining up pretty well right there. Coming out from Hacks for him. But Hammerstorm, he gets bursted shortly after. Luna is on the run. Just going to power though. Trying to get the kill to Magmus maybe. They will pick up the kill with the Sonar Scream. But now Hacks are in a horrible spot because of that blink. She'll end up falling. And a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Stay Green right there. And now they're going to most likely push this top tower, so...
See, I didn't like that they were all sort of clumping up here trying to stage a fight in the first place. They should have known, okay, they were up here, they're obviously trying to make a push. They know Elemental Void is down. At this point, we should just go farm whatever we can on the map, go take the Ancients, go start farming the bottom lane, farm whatever they can, whatever is safe at that moment, and just know you do not want to pick a fight with that Elemental Void down. I mean, right now you're already losing the game a bit. They have momentum behind their team. They have the pickups they need. We don't have our Hellflower finished yet. Avoid the fight, get your core items, and then maybe posture to try to make a stand.
Yeah. Well, they did right there, and obviously the lead grows more for Stay Green as a result of that. So 25.5 minutes in, you got the 2,300 gold still on Haxerin, despite him dying there. So you're talking about getting that Hellfire. Oh, the Wild Hunter Jesse here once again. Are they going to maybe jump this Tempest? It is just by himself right now. He has support coming from Rally. This is a dead Tempest right here. Again, Moomiander, it's nothing that he could really do there. That's just simply getting caught out by the opposition. Good portal key from Bubbles there. Survives.
Yeah, Riser making plays. Still, look at the snowball that all happened as a result of staging that defense or just getting caught out right there. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, coming back from 5k down is one thing, especially when you're waiting on Wretched Hag's Hellflower. Now when Hellflower's going to come out, they're going to be so far in the hole that it's not going to make a difference.
Yep. Very likely. Very possible here for Complexity. So, but of course, going to keep fighting as they really should. This is it. They're down 1-0 in the winners bracket semifinals. This is it for today, of course, as far as matches and everything go. So hang in there a little bit longer and see what you can make happen at least. With that said, do you have an update on the result for you guys? Apparently, Team Excellent does knock off Trademark Esports in the losers bracket. So TDM no longer a part of Cycle 7. They finish overall. What is that? 7th, 8th place. Yeah,
I think so. I think
they
so.
finished 7th, 8th place overall. It's their worst finish, definitely, in these cycles. Anyways, back to this game. Temp's going to be gone on. Rally, though, going to be canceled with his initiation. Off to the side. Hammerstorm gets picked off. Rally still dropping. The Bat Blast completely whiffs right there. The good compel coming out from Rally. Wretched Hag blinking away. Oh, geez. They could have capitalized there big time. At least got the counter kill, but the missed Bat Blast, good reactions. And overall, Stay Green gets the pick, and they get on out of there, so.
Hell of a dodge, but, you know, okay, that fight went down. What does this tell you now? Elemental Void, cooldown, 160 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that was used. Wow.
Yeah, I like to criticize teams a lot when they don't take advantage of the window of cooldowns, and one team that's always being perceptive to it, knowing how long they can fight for, when they're going to have the advantage of Stay Green. You never see them hesitate about it. So I have no doubt that's going through their minds right now, and they're just going to keep the pressure up, make sure they take down that second-tier bottom tower, maybe then ward up in position for a potential Kongor attempt. They don't have the best Kongor team, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it can happen, but Complexity now 13,000 gold disadvantage, 12,000 experience disadvantage here. Yeah, speaking of not having a Kongor team, if Stay Green, if this was again when Kongor could be reduced armor, they would have a very good Kongor clone team. But
Yeah.
not anymore. Yeah,
Well, I mean, they can still do it. I mean, Raleigh would tank up for it. I mean, they would be fine. Just wouldn't be one of those ultra fast drops. I mean, Master of Arms, the acid. I mean, it doesn't. Okay, it's one of the few. Like, obviously, he resists a lot of magic damage. It's one of those spells, sort of like the impalement coming out from Torture, which you're still able to use and apply a lot of damage to him. Still, yeah, and they've got tankiness at least, but whatever. Going for the Firebrand.
Yep. Firebrand picked up here. It's the Geometer Spain. Definitely in the works for good old Master of Arms and Stay Green. Know that they can kind of group up here at the bottom lane and make a push happen. Of course, the bottom secondary tower, the last outer tower that remains right now for Complexity, so it makes sense what Stay Green's attempting to do here. Just finish that off at least. Open that up. You also talked about, again, the Elemental Void still down for another 60 seconds on Tempest. So another cooldown that Stay Green won't have to worry about for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, they can definitely take this fight, no problem. No Elemental Void, it's just...
They're going to push the bottom tower here. And makes sense, Complexity not even going to attempt.
Yeah, but that's what they should have done when they were pushing the top tower.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and they still were able to hold off their base. Right now, they're knocking on, you know, the door to your home and like, let me in. Or just screw it. They're knocking it down. They're going to take it, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to fall back, actually. Again, Kongor's up.
Maybe. I mean, they could just be, yeah, taking the Ancients, warding up as we see here, posturing, fake backing, and running a gank, and then we'll see. And they actually got the stacked Ancients as well.
Oh yeah, double stack going on here. Might as well steal those on the way. Some more farm for them. Magnus and Parasite both very close to level 16, I'm sure. That's just another very impactful level, of course, to come out in the favor of Stay Green. That'll be good for them. Moomiander just clearing out the opposition or Ancients himself. It's only single though. But still, he's attempting to clean them out. A little bit slower than them. He has a bound eye on him, by the way, as well. Needs to be careful not to stay a little bit too long, though. There is no word of sight by any means, but Magnus, okay, he's not going the direction. Magnus is going to press run into Luna, though. Luna falls back. She places the ward of sight, and she'll be fine.
Yeah, they didn't have vision quite there, and oh, look at the instant counter, though. Womp womp.
There we go. They knew something was up.
Well, Elemental Void's back up. A little bit of room to make a play. Maybe Wretched Hag working Hunter Shrunken, Hammerstorm. Does he have the hammer? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw. I would think he does by now. I mean, this is 31 minutes in. Steam Boots Portal Key, 256 GPM. It feels like that he should just need the pattern. We'll see here. Maybe not. Well, maybe he still needs the 2900.
Yes, 5 deaths. I mean,
that's true. Well, that's just unfortunate, really, for them. But it is in the works, at least. Getting that will be great for them. Demonic Breastplate, though, finished on Rally in the meantime. That's that for him. Magma sitting on 2,500 gold now. You always got the Master of Arms, of course. He's just continuing to farm up here. 1,200 plus gold saved up himself.
Yeah, Slick's very comfortable playing that hero in the late game. He's made that statement before. Yeah, Geometers will be coming out. Then he usually goes for the Shield Breaker or the Savage Mace if he wants it for the base push. We'll have to see.
Wretched Hag just not going to choose to farm the top lane. Instead, blinking back towards her rune side. It is a haste rune, actually, and it will be bottled up by Hammerstorm. It gets there just before Magnus. Hag going back to the top lane, but needs to be careful about that. Ooh, bottom lane in the meantime. Jesse gets a free kill and a riser. That Codex still level 1, but on top of the Hellflower, obviously, and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, Hellflower just increases the Codex's damage that much more. On top of level 16 now. Not really worrying about it. And 10 seconds on the cooldown. He's going to pick up another Wild Hunter here. That's going to secure the Kongor.
Yeah. No. We're going to fall back, actually. Not going to do it.
Yeah, but will they go back in? I mean, they do have the Wild Hunter. They could just look for the jump first, but
yeah,
Bubbles is up.
I kind of feel like State Green.
Well, if what were you gonna say?
Well, I kind of feel like State Green feels like this game is a little bit closer than it really is, honestly, as far as the stats go. Although Jesse is going to go down here. There's the Hellflower, the face hug, the Codex. Magnus obviously coming in as well. Gets the kill. Rally, Compel on a Tempest. The Seismic Slam. He almost got both right there with Tempest and Bubbles. Wow. Wouldn't that have been something?
They do have buybacks, and, well, no major cooldowns. I mean, Master of Arms will be up soon. The Master of Arms ultimate, man, with the Rally, Seismic Slam, it makes it absurdly powerful.
Here we go. Those are the buybacks that you're talking about. This is it for Complexity. Can they hold this off? Tempest coming back in, has that ultimate. Can he find the position? Yes, he'll pull them in. It's swapped out immediately, though, from Andromeda. Pathblast going to be used. Magnus will fall. Rally's taking damage. Great compel from Rally, though. Setting up the counter now for the leading team. Stay Green, they're going to lose Rally, however, in the end. They get Hammerstorm killed. Magnus Bubble Shelter back to base. Wretched Hag blinks in. And ultimately, Stay Green still pretty happy with that, of course. Losing a Rally for the kills and the buybacks that they got. And actually may go back in. Nope. Not going to chase right there. And now a Portal Key on Parasite.
Portal Key on Parasite.
Delivered. Ooh, he's going to open. Okay, throws the Codex first. The Leech. In comes the counter from Bubbles, actually. Magnus needing to fall back now, as does Andromeda and everyone else. Master of Arms in the background. GG is being called here by Moon Meander. I don't know if it's official yet. I mean, he's obviously still dead, so. Just, again, frustration, I'm sure. Yeah. The chase is on.
Yet for Parasite. Did manage to ultimate on the Hammerstorm.
Oh, there you go.
They're calling it, just knowing.
They wanted to finish off the kill, apparently. Well, I think there's just some frustration on the side of Complexity. Again, clearly something just not adding up for them. Magnus, a great finish at the end there. But it will be official. GG well plays coming out. Complexity losing to Stay Green. More appropriately, Stay Green defeating Complexity 2-0. And as a result, they're going to the winners bracket finals. So congratulations to Stay Green right there. Very deserving yet again of moving on. Complexity weren't able to pull through, and they will drop down to the losers bracket as a result of this. So definitely can still fight their way back, of course, starting next weekend. But that means their journey, at least in the winners bracket for now, is over. Emperor, any final words on this match here?
There's a lot of decisive games today. Crazy that we're seeing Trademark drop down. Complexity obviously still in this, and they are looking stronger than they were. It looks like they do have a lot of their team spirit back. Maybe a little bit lost going into this matchup, but let's be honest, Stay Green right now is who I think most people are going to give the number one team in HoN credit.
Yeah.
So losing to Stay Green, it's not that big of a deal in the end. Obviously, want to get better and surmount that obstacle, but I'm sure they're going to look for a solution, look at those games, and come back at it.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, right now, definitely State Green can be considered by a lot of people to be that number one team because that, obviously the first was to qualify for GSL. They won the last cycle here in HoN Tour. They're now in the winners finals, and especially with Trademark Esports now being knocked out of HoN Tour Cycle 7. I still can't believe I'm saying that, but. TDM getting knocked out by Team Excellent, in case you missed that just a couple minutes ago even in the losers bracket. So they're no longer there. But then also here, let me actually, Absolute Legends is actually up 1-0 against Afraid as well in the winners bracket semifinals and their other semifinal matchup there. So that's how that one's currently going, and what I'm sure is a pretty entertaining one. So
right,
interested to see how that one finishes off as well, of course. As Beef again, he is cashing that, so obviously we are wrapping up here, so you could definitely start heading over to that stream. But do have a couple more things to say here, but yeah, again, another great matchup coming out here. State Green though, just looking really strong right now, 2-0 over Complexity, and can't wait to see how they do going into next weekend. Again, they play the winner of that AL Afraid series. Still, that alone is also pretty crazy. Knowing that one of those teams are going to be making the winners finals, let alone guaranteeing a top 3 finish, is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's actually really awesome to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does, again, go back to just HoN Tour in general, really where it's at right now.
It's positively hyped for both of them, man.
Yeah, and how successful it's going as an event. So, but yeah, that is going to wrap things up as far as coverage on our end. I do have a couple of announcements that I wanted to make. There is one unfortunate announcement, so we'll start with that one first, kind of some good and bad. The one unfortunate announcement is that today, this cast here was actually the last cast of Killer Orange, our producer here at HoNcast. He's actually moving on with his life and his job and everything, so wish him the best of luck, of course. But Killer Orange going to be leaving HoNcast here, so definitely a little bit sad there. But of course, HoNcast still going to be fun, obviously, in the end. But it will be different, to say the least.
Yeah, I've had a really good time with you guys. Honestly, I mean, HoNcast has been totally awesome for me. I love the viewers. I love you, Breaky, and Emperor. I know you guys are going to do pretty awesome things, and I know HoNcast has got a lot of cool stuff in store. And I thank everybody for the time they gave me to do what I could, and I hope that everything goes well for everyone in the future.
Definitely. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Maybe also after this, we can tweet out your picture to show everyone what you look like finally.
Yeah, I think I might do that. I was thinking about that.
Kind of a send-off. This is actually what Killer Orange looks like. Like I said, he's a good-looking guy. So
the best-looking man
nothing
in
to hide
podcast
is
always behind the scenes.
Exactly. No, but yeah, definitely been a lot of fun. So do appreciate Killer Orange, and obviously wish you the best of luck with your future. With that said, so again, kind of the unfortunate news there, but to more positive news now as far as our coverage here. Of course, this week we got a fun week ahead of us, man. We got a fun week ahead of us here. The Sound Blaster Heroes League starts this week, the main event for that. And oh my God, is it going to be amazing. Of course, there was a news article on honcast.com that we released, kind of giving you a lot of information as far as what really to expect here for the event. Actually, I'm trying to load it up myself, but it's actually not pulling up. Anyway, so it starts tomorrow, but it doesn't start on HoNcast. HoNcast coverage starts on Wednesday. There is a full event schedule, and actually I'm trying to pull it up right here so that we can get a good idea of exactly how it's looking. The HoNcast site, for some reason, loading slow right now. Go figure. There we go. Okay, I'm pulling up here. What am I looking at? This one right here. Okay, so here you go. Here's kind of a breakdown of really what to expect for the coverage this week as far as between Complexity Cast and HoNcast. Every single match from this tournament, every single match, every single game is going to be covered by either us or coLcast. So you're not going to miss any action when it comes to live streaming coverage. It kicks off on Monday, of course, with Q Squad 357, Q Squad, going up against NXL Focus Esports. And, of course, NXL Focus Esports, that's a team out of Southeast Asia that we got a chance to see. And it was kind of exciting to see that and a lot of fun to watch. But, again, you can go to honcast.com and see what I'm talking about here. It's actually the Sound Blaster Heroes League post. on the website on the news section. But anyways, our cast it starts off on Wednesday. It starts off on Wednesday. Complexity versus Team Buy will be the first round match that we cover, followed up by TT Esports versus We Are Spies. Go figure. Rematch there of what just happened in HoN Tours. So
Yeah.
But again, you can check out the brackets. It's on honcast.com. I know GoSuGamers.net, they also put something together. They actually put in a pretty nifty site together for the coverage of the event, so definitely check it out over there as well. It's going to be a blast, man. There's going to be a lot of content, a lot of coverage, and a lot of great matchups to look forward to, Emperor. So, you ready for that, man? You excited for that?
Yeah, just looking forward to covering it. We've been looking forward to it for a long time now, and great to see it take off finally.
Mm-hmm. Again, split between Complexity Cast and then HoN Cast. It's 2 weeks with that said, so this is the first week here. We got all round of 16 matches. The following week is going to be the round of 8 onwards to, of course, eventually the grand finals. It's a straight-up single elimination event. Obviously, there was qualifiers that were held beforehand as well as invited teams that got seeded and everything. $30,000 prize pool on the line as well. Forgot to mention that, but hey, that's a lot of money. A lot of money on the line. Big shout out to Sound Blaster for sure for putting that event together and putting the money and everything into it. Really, without sponsors like that, you can't expect your esports scene to grow. So definitely big shout out to those guys with that said, and excited to cover that. So yeah, and then there was one more bit of news that I wanted to put out here. It's not really breaking news by any means. It was officially announced earlier today. Emperor, you are going to be officially joining HoNcast, the crew, in case it wasn't obvious by now. So
yeah,
congratulations, man.
I assume there were a few rumors around. I mean, all signs pointed to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I can't wait. I'm more than excited for it. It's an honor to be able to join you, Breaky, and I'm just looking forward to being able to grow as a caster and being able to provide the community with content for the game that I'm definitely still passionate about. It's definitely a great way for me to stay involved in. Probably the part about the game I love most is the strategy, the analysis, and it's just a great opportunity for me. So thank you.
Yeah, no, really looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to work out wonders, I'm sure. And I can't wait to obviously eventually get you here. Now, when that's going to happen, well, we're not going to announce that just yet. You'll have to wait and find out. So that will keep the suspense going for. But yes, you are officially going to be joining the HoNcast team. So welcome aboard, and going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, so that was it though. So as far as the announcements and news goes and everything, with that said, things are now wrapping up officially for today, and can come to a close here. So one more chance now here, and for any final words here.
No, honestly, just thank you to all the viewers. Great games today. We said it before, shocking HoN Tour cycle above else. We didn't expect to see TDM eliminated this early. Just a lot of upsets across the board, and I just can't wait. I'm going to go hop over to Beef Stream, actually, and on Complexity HoN and just tune in. I want to see how that game's going along.
Definitely. I'm going to do the same myself. Again, here, so you can follow yourself at Domain of Pain, all the Domain of Pains for Twitch and everything, all that social media.
Twitch, Twitter, Facebook at Domain of Pain. So, yeah, you can find me there.
There you go. Check it out. As far as myself, at BreakyCBK, you got the HoNcast Facebook, the HoNcast.com, HoNtour.com, all that jazz. Really do stress that because, especially for the websites, expect a lot more daily content. We're definitely starting to push for that more and more, and it's going to be happening. So make that a daily visit for you guys at home. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, officially wrapping up for today. One more congratulations to Stay Green. Big shout out to Team Excellent as well for taking out Trademark Esports there, 2-0 in the losers bracket. Head over to Beef Stream Complexity HoN at twitch.tv/Complexity HoN. Check out the Absolute Legends versus Afraid winners bracket semifinals. Until next time, Wednesdays, when we're going to be coming back, guys. Have a good night. Shout out to Killer Orange one more time. Have a good night, guys.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city.
Let's go.
Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on our toes, toes. Trying on all our clothes, clothes. Boys blowing up our phones, phones. Dropped up and playing our favorite CDs. Pulling up to the parties. Trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Oh, 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 oh. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Oh, 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 oh. Ain't got a care in the world, but got plenty of beer. Ain't got no money in my pocket, but I'm already here. And now the dudes are lining up, cause they hear we got swagger. But we kick 'em to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. I'm talking about everybody getting crunk, crunk. Boys try to touch my junk, junk. Gonna smack 'em if you're getting too drunk, drunk. Nah, nah, we go until they kick us out, out. The police shut us down, down. Police shut us down, down. Po, shut us down. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Oh, 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 oh. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No. Oh, 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 oh. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, you got me now. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Now the party don't start till I walk in. Don't stop, make it